it's like two different sides of me. One is the producer side, and one side is the artist side. So, you know, when I was young, I always wanted to be an artist, but I kind of fell into, you know, doing production and kind of, you know, crafted that, got real witty with it and started, you know, making an impact doing beats for, you know, like I came in the game doing Ebonics for Big L, you know what I mean, working with him. And then, you know, Nas was the next, you know, biggest thing for me as a producer. So, you know, when I did Ether, I didn't think the record was gonna be what it was. It was just a beat on my beat CD that everybody thought was dope, that I used to let everybody hear it, you know what I mean? I even let, you know, hip hop hear it. He came to my mama's house and heard that joint. But it just happened to get in Nas' hands at the right time. But it was never like premeditated, like, yo, this beat, I'm gonna use this for. He just happened to call me to the studio, was like, yo, I want you to hear this record. When I heard it, he's like, I'm about to drop this like in you know, any day now. Then when he dropped it, it was just like, it was all over, you know what I mean? It gave me a stamp as a producer, like people to respect me as a producer, and it was just one of the, you know, biggest diss records in the game. You know what I mean? And on, kind of same thing with Pop Champagne too. As an artist, I kind of, you know, when people was playing around with auto-tune, different artists such as Weezy, Fifth, you know, Payne and Kanye, I was just thinking in my head like, yo, I need to do like a fun, dope record, you know, like with a little Harlem swag to it. So I was like, yo, let me just mess around with the, you know, the program, kind of, you know, gave it my own swag. And when I did it, I just let people hear it. It was like, because I thought it was a joke. I was like, yo, you're going to laugh when you hear this, but just check it out anyway. It wasn't like, yo, this is my record, and I'm about to put this out. It was never like that until I let a couple people hear it, and it was like, yo, this ain't like I don't know if people know that, you know, some people don't really know I really can write, you know what I'm saying? So they just think from Pop Champagne, they probably just thought it was just like some fly-by-night type of thing. You know, I've been writing since I was like, you know, 10, 11, 12. I've been writing, you know, lyrics and doing that. So I don't think a lot of people know that. I think they just thought that I just got lucky with Pop Champagne. But if that'd been a whole, you know, years and years of working at that, you know what I'm saying? As a producer, I think I stood up with the best of them when everybody was hot. You know, when Timbaland was hot, Pharrell was hot, Swizzy hot. I was still, you know, doing my numbers and making an impact, making big records like, you know, Blow It Out Your Ass for Ludacris, I Whip Your Head Boy for 50 Cent, you know, big records, you know what I mean? Interview Records is a label I incorporated because I studied the game and I already see when it was like, yo, sign yourself to your own label, you know what I mean? So I was like, I ain't going to, you know, not pay attention to that. That's you know, you sign yourself to your own label. So I signed myself to my own label just before, while Pop Champagne was on the verge and just doing dope stuff. You know what I mean? So, you know, Ether Boy Records is just, you know, talented people. You know, I got some producers under me, some artists, and I'm gonna just keep making things to be like, oh, where that came from, you know what I mean? I don't really like to brag about like, yo, it's gonna be crazy, you're gonna hear 40,000 hits, but you know what I mean? I'm gonna just keep it hip hop and do what I do and continue to make records that have impact.